Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dave Doyle, and it is my honor to be presenting this overview of the ASCIRA Academy, which is an overview designed for potential content providers for the platform of ASCIRA. So we're going to get into that a little bit in a moment. Before we begin, I just want to say that I am doing this particular presentation this evening for my friend and colleague, Cern Yi, who is in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. So Cern Yi and I are working together with the company ASCIRA on the content development team. And he asked me to put this quick overview video together to show our unity and that we're working together and things like that. Now, I'm super, super excited to be working with Cern Yi. We've only met just a few short weeks ago, but understanding his background and where he's come from, and also the matching passion and excitement for what we are doing with ASCIRA, the matching passion and excitement that he has with me, we are getting along beautifully and we are super pumped to be working together. So as I mentioned, we are working together in the content development team. That means we are partly in charge of recruiting content providers for the ASCIRA Academy. So we're going to go through this whole overview. Before we start that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself and my background so you have some context and understand where I'm coming from. So I've been an entrepreneur at heart since I was a teenager. Okay, I've always had that entrepreneurial spirit. I've been in the restaurant business for the last 20 years, working with one franchise company. I've been a restaurant owner for 20 years. I'm a published author in 3 Amazon best-selling books. They're collaborative books that I was a contributor to. I did a TEDx talk, and I am currently actually a TEDx partner in my city. So I actually put on the TEDx events, and one of my responsibilities is to recruit speakers and coach speakers to do their TEDx talks. So very, very appropriate experience for this current position as well. Also, just some more background. I am also a certified trainer with the Napoleon Hill Foundation. I took their intensive training certification program. I've also done personal development courses and trainings, specifically with Jack Canfield, T. Harv Eker, Tony Robbins, Eric Worre. I've done work with trainers from the Brian Tracy organization and John Maxwell organizations. I've read hundreds and hundreds of books, taken many day-long, weekend-long conferences, courses, been a guest on podcasts. I've co-founded a 4-day life mastery symposium. Personally, I've done keynotes. I've done MC work. I've done workshops and trainings, and I've worked with companies on culture and core values. So just thinking about that for a moment, my experience and everything I've done, I believe has led me to this current moment with this amazing opportunity, an amazing company called ASCIRA. All right. Now, I only discovered ASCIRA a few short months ago, and that was through some friends and mentors of mine, Steve and Rhonda Martin. Steve Martin is currently an international brand ambassador at ASCIRA. Okay. He helped to put the company together along with the founder and CEO of the company, Mr. John Saturas. Now, I've known Mr. Saturas through a previous company for almost 10 years. I've also been working directly with Steve Martin for about 11 years. Okay, so we have a very, very strong relationship, and I feel very fortunate and grateful that because of our long-standing relationship, Steve reached out to myself, and after talking and me putting myself out there and offering to work deeply within the company, this is what we've come up with. Okay, so now I am part of the content development team, and I am super excited, beyond excited, to share this information and to see where this company goes. I have big vision that this company is going to be here for decades and generations to come. I have seen many companies come and go in my time. This is set up with a foundation that I believe will stand the test of time. Number one, because of the leadership and the people running the company, but also because of the product that you may be able to provide to the world. That is what this overview is about, okay? So the core foundation of the company is education, self-learning, self-knowledge, personal development, okay? All of those things apply. And we need quality, certified, experienced people to provide the content that everybody on the platform is going to be able to learn from. And that is where you come in. Okay. So that's what this situation is about. Again, Serny, thank you very much for asking me to do this overview. I hope you enjoy this information. We're going to go through a slide presentation of our content provider overview. And we call content providers CPs for short, just to make it quick and simple. So if I say CP, that could be you. That could be a content provider that we're looking for. So I'm just going to share my screen and bring up the slideshow, and we're going to go through this information with you. All right. So with the ASCIRA Academy, this is the content provider information and overview. So let's talk about what it is that we're looking for and what's in it for you guys. So first off, we are looking for content providers to put on a course, a full course, which is going to be, as you can see from the details here, in total, it's going to be between 180 to 200 total minutes of content in approximately 20 modules and approximately 10-minute videos for each module, okay? Now, these are just a simple guideline. It doesn't have to be precise and exact every single module, but roughly that's what we're looking for. So about 3 to 3.5 hours of content in approximately 10-minute modules in progression, okay? So what we want is a course from beginning to end that is practical and applicable. So whatever it is that you have an expertise in your teaching, we want to make sure that the people that are taking the course are going to be able to use and apply this information immediately, okay? One thing that we don't want, and I'm just going to say this as a disclaimer, in the outside world, outside of this platform or academy platforms or online learning platforms, we have a lot of free webinars where professionals and trainers and teachers and instructors will give high value for that free webinar for an hour or to 2 hours, but then they're selling all of the actual meat of the course afterwards, right? With ASCIRA, they're short courses of about 3 to 3.5 hours, but we want these courses to be standalone and generic and principle based when possible, so that they stand the test of time, they don't become irrelevant, and people can use that material. So we're not looking to upsell from this course. We want the course to be the course. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. If you're not quite sure, please ask us and we'll answer questions about that. But this is the basic guideline. So here's some topics that we want to cover. So right now, again, this company is brand new, okay? The company only launched the back office and website March 1st of 2020, okay? So depending when you're watching this, it could be not very long ago at all. And so it's a brand new company. This is the beta phase. This is the soft and pre-launch phase where we're just putting all the systems in place and building it out. So at this phase, what we're really looking for is these topics about leadership, topics about business culture and mindset, and personal development, okay? Right now, that's the phase we're in, and that's the kind of content that we're leaning towards and focused on to put into the Academy. All of these other amazing topics and categories will be added. So we are also looking for content providers or CPs to fit into all of these categories, okay? So please look these over and think about it. If you fit into any of these categories and you have credentials to back that up and you can teach a course on something within these categories, great. Maybe you know somebody else who would fit into one of these other categories. These are all people that we're going to be looking for as we move on and develop the Academy over the next year or two. All right. Next, so what does an ASCIRA CP get? What's in it for you guys? When we're recording the courses, we are putting up our money at our expense to record Hollywood quality content and courses and videos of you, okay? So we are paying you to come to a studio location, wherever that is, with your um, content development team coordinator. Everything is top quality. We are taking care of all the post-production. All the editing is done. With that, you're going to have exposure to the entire ASCIRA network. Now, this network is going to be huge. The end vision of John Saturas, the CEO and founder, is that this company goes beyond a billion, meaning on one hand, we're going to have over 1 billion subscribers and people within our ecosystem, within the environment of ASCIRA. So if you want your content to be reaching hundreds of thousands and of millions and hundreds of millions of people, this is a platform that you want to be on. If you are a content provider early on, that just means more opportunity because you're in at the beginning with your content. And as people are coming onto the platform, there's less competition and less people that, less other courses that are on there, and people are going to see your courses quicker and easier, right? Now, ongoing engagement. So we absolutely want to engage with our CPs. So once you have a course on the platform, we don't want it to just stop. We would love it if you would be willing and able and wanting to be more engaged with the platform, especially as we develop into our next phases of our company, which are huge and very, very exciting, but we're not going to talk about that today. So doing interviews, profile pieces on you and your course, doing showcases and live interviews and things like that for the people in the academy, okay? With becoming a CP, you also get 3 months free access to the academy, meaning you can test it out. You'll have access so that you can see the products that are on the academy and all the other courses. And then you also have an opportunity to utilize the referral marketing system for a new income stream for yourself, okay? So these are the things that we are offering for our content providers on the platform. Now, when somebody comes on the platform and takes your course, if they love the course, if they like you and love the vibe and the energy that you're giving off when you're doing your course, they're absolutely going to go outside of the platform and can find you, right? So wherever you are on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, wherever you are, they're going to come find you because they're going to know you by name from this, and they're going to come outside and find you. So it's also an opportunity for you to grow your community outside of the platform as well. Okay, I just wanted to mention that. All right. So ASCIRA content providers are, so these are kind of the qualifications and the experience that we're looking for. So you're probably certified or highly experienced and what we would consider professional in your field of expertise, whatever that is. You're well-spoken, able to deliver a clear message in this format, in a video format. You're highly passionate about your material and highly competent in your material, and you're ready to submit a personal video audition through an unlisted YouTube link, okay? You're prepared to produce the content that we talked about, up to 3 to 3.5 hours of course content, okay? So that's what we're looking for from you guys. All right, so to apply, this is what we'd like to see. So you're gonna hand in your resume or your CV, or if you have a press kit, absolutely. We wanna see some resources. We wanna get to know who you are. But we also want you to submit a 5 to 10-minute video. It can be just like this, okay? You can record it on your phone. You can do it on a Zoom platform like I am right now. Put it on YouTube. You're gonna upload it to YouTube, make it unlisted, and share the link with us. This is what you want to do in your video. Introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about you, your life, your family, your experience, your successes, also some adversities if you like. Just share with us who you are. Then talk about your course. What is it that you're going to be teaching, and why do you feel people need to learn this? Why is this an important subject, and what is unique about the content that you're going to be providing? Share examples of your previous work. So again, sharing a bit of your resume and stuff. And that's it. So we just want to get to know who you are before we commit to put in all of the time and effort and expense in bringing you to a studio location and recording your content for you, okay? All right, we've talked a lot about this, or a little bit about this, but approximately 10-minute long modules within the course. We definitely want you to provide the outline for your content before we go to recording. So an outline, the scripts for your modules, if you have scripts. Now, some people, it depends how you work. right? Some people have very specific, like full scripted um, templates. Other people might just work from memory, right? Might just work. They already know the material so well, they don't need a script. That's okay. An outline will suffice if that's how you work, but we need to have a really good, clear idea of what the content is going to be. So we do want video titles for each module, as well as a description of that particular module. Provide any supporting documents or resources. So if you are giving homework to the people taking the course. My apologies. If you were providing materials and resources like questionnaires or tests or anything like that, PDFs, PowerPoint presentations, whatever, absolutely submit those as well, because we want to have those included so the students are able to use that. We're going to film it in one day in a studio setting, and we'll take care of that and worry about all those details at the time. So that's basically it, guys. This is what we're looking for. Now, I'm sure you have a lot of questions still. This was just a very simple overview of our CP program and what we're looking for and what the application process looks like. You're going to have a lot more questions, and that's great. But for now, that was it. We want to make sure that you have a general idea of what is going on and that you are ready to go. ASCIRA is in business. ASCIRA is in business to empower and help people through learning and education, okay? Worldwide. We will be on the cutting edge of anything that happens in the education industry over the next decades and generations, which we know is going to change drastically. What we know of in education today, in traditional education, is going to look completely different 10 years from now, and even more different 20 years from now. ASCIRA is poised to be at the front of the wave. We will be at the forefront of the evolution of education and how the world learns, okay? And you have the opportunity as a content provider to be a part of that. You have the opportunity to be one of the courses on the platform that people are learning from. So if that's you, let us know. Talk to Sern Yi, talk to myself or anybody else on the content development team, and let's get your content recorded. All right. So with that, thank you very much. Again, it was my honor to be here and do this for you. Look forward to seeing you on the Academy. Take care. Bye-bye.